Hey, Gunner, you're situation. Come. Oh, okay. To bite my tail. To help. She's too happy. Ah! Oh, oh. No, look. Oh.
Well, hello and welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do the simple task of painting. Our foam's already dried, we already sanded it. Preferably most of the dust is blown off of it, but obviously not. I got bird poop on it. It's been in the shed and it's still got bird poop on it, so I don't know. But this foam, we're going to spray a huge glob on it. Get some of that dried stuff off of there. And put one really nice thick coat all over it. All up in these rocks and everything else. Don't be afraid to shove that paintbrush down in there. Get it in those holes that are everywhere. The trick is with this is just to get the thinnest coats possible. The thinner the coat, the better it works. Just go over it multiple times until it's all the same color. Want it all to look brown. All looks brown. You should be alright. A lot of this you'll notice I didn't carve or shape or nothing. Some of it you'll see that I did trim down. It's all in personal preference. Like me, I want rocks up here, so I'm doing this as kind of a leaving it alone for a rock detail. And down below on those tracks, see it's more of a rolling hillside. which is quite common to see both butted up right next to each other in the state of Maryland, as is considered the foothills, the last hills before reaching the mountains. Alright, I'm going to pause this and I'll come back to it in a little bit. Well, now I'm half done the first coat. I know it doesn't look like much, and it won't for a little while. And as you can see, it stops and it goes to the other half of the layout. As I'm doing a fly over here, I'm sorry if I make anybody queasy, but we got it going. It's looking good to me, and I'm not too worried about it because, like I said, the foam will be covered in ballast. I just want to try to blend in a little bit better. Those rocks and all, they're going to be covered yet too with bits and pieces of things, brown foam to hide some of the yellow and everything else. So it does not need to be perfect. You can make it perfect later. You just don't want a base coat to kind of blend everything together. Once everything is blended, you can get working on scenery, and that's what I'm trying to get done after I lay some track. I ain't got enough track to lay though, so this is gonna be one of those things where we're gonna work on it little by little. Thanks all for watching. Bye. Hello everybody. I'm gonna do a quick roundup. This is video 8 of the new layout. Alright. I've spent $15 on lumber. It's only one sheet of 3/8 inch plywood has built that entire layout. I've spent $5 on a box of nails and another $5 on bolts, swing nuts, and washers. So that's another $10, making $25. I've spent $2.50 on paint that I just used in this video, and I've spent so far $20 for FlexTrack, and well, $25 for FlexTrack, and $30 on turnouts. So that's 25, 30, that's $55 in that. So all in total, I've spent, I'm doing math, 15, 20, 25, 25 plus 55. It's $80. $80. And you could throw the paint in on that because it's probably there too. That's $80 so far I've spent on materials to build one 2 by 7 foot section of a 13 by 7 foot layout. Alright, and I'm not done spending money on this section. There are some sections where $80 is all it's going to cost me. This section here is probably going to cost closer to about $300 or $400 to complete because of the track. I'm just basically stating the obvious. We can do this hobby relatively cheap, but expect to put some cash in it. My video series is how to do things cheaply, efficiently, and effectively. That's what I'm trying to do for you. If we can get it done, we can get it done. Now, the track, the locomotives, the cars, they're going to be the most expensive items you're going to buy. When it comes down to the lumber, the scenery, and this odds and ends, including the wires, that's all you can get really cheap. And that's basically what I want to get through to you guys. There are some items that are going to be blatantly expensive. You got turnouts for one. I should be buying them for the price that I was quoted off of modeltrainstuff.com. I don't have $70 to sink into a lump sum of track I bought 5 pieces of straight track for $5 a piece from my local hobby shop. I bought 2 turnouts for $15 a piece from my local hobby shop. The guy was not very grateful that I even bought them from him. And I'm not going to say the name of that hobby shop because it's not the normal local hobby shop I go to. He could care less that I was paying that much. So I'm switching over to all online. When we say shop local and everything else, yes, we would love to. Model railroaders, we'd love to walk into a shop, get our stuff, be able to ask questions, be able to be treated with decency and respect. But this is more of a message to most local hobby shop owners. I'm getting it online all the time in comments, either through Facebook or through here. My local hobby shop, the guy doesn't care. He just opens a book whenever I go in there. He doesn't engage me. He doesn't try to help me out with my hobby. If you're a local hobby shop owner, don't be rude to your customers. If they come in with a question, even if you don't know, ask for phone numbers from other modelers in the area as they come in. If you see an experienced modeler, ask them for their phone number. That way, if and when you do have a novice or a beginner come in and ask, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? If you don't know, the hobbyist will. The guys that are actually bending over, breaking their backs under their layouts, fixing them all the time, will know what this problem is and how to correct it, and be more than willing to talk to another hobbyist into saving his layout. The frustration is there. You gotta be able to overcome it, and we know this. As a modeler, I would love to bring more people into the hobby, but I'm bringing people into the hobby. They're going to the hobby shop and they're getting a big old middle finger from the hobby shop owners. This has got to stop. The local guys, you got to, even if you got an online presence, okay, if you're not willing to answer questions from the guys that are actually trying to buy the product, get out of it. And I'm not kidding on that. We cannot be rude modelers to each other at hobby shows and expect to make a profit off the used cars we're selling. We have got to tell them, look, we've updated this, these things are working, everything's in there except for this, this, and this that you might still need to do. Alright? A hobbyer to a hobbyer, we're not rude to each other. We're there to answer everybody's questions. We're there to share our knowledge. Bingo. A hobby shop owner to a hobbyist, a lot of you need to get on the ball. Because if you can't show us the same decency and respect that we show our fellow modelers, we're not going to shop there. We're going to go online. We're going to get it cheaper. And we're not going to take the rudeness. Alright? We're going to ask fellow modelers, you know, was this product any good? Was this product any good? Then we're going to go online and we're going to get what we think it would be best for us. You can't be rude and be a hobby shop owner. It's been a while since I've done a final thoughts. It's probably going to be 2, maybe 3 weeks before I shoot another video. I'm sorry, I've got a lot to do, as you can see, all behind me and outside and everywhere else. I've got a lot to clean up. We are in the process of moving to Maryland. We're planning on hitting that. We're planning on leaving here August 27th. August 27th, we're loading up. We're headed. As long as everything works out correctly. The layout's going with me. I will be able to shoot videos and do everything at the new place. Even though we'll be living out of a camper, I will, with a pop-up tent, be able to do all of my videos. So, bear with me. If I don't get on, I don't get on. If you unsubscribe, you're going to miss when I get able to do a video at all. And if I'm doing a live video, you're going to miss that. So go ahead, sign up, hit subscribe. Don't be afraid to go to my Patreon, which is patreon.com/nfordf450. And if you got a couple extra bucks to throw into this deal, throw into it. At the end of the build, any donations that I would receive would go to Research for Limb Body Wall Complex. My daughter Madison passed away from that years ago. If you've watched my videos, you already know about this. So if you want to donate, because that's a big help for me. It's a big help for the layout, and it'll be a big help for the research later on down the road. I want to thank you all for joining me and helping promote this channel. I like the likes, I like the dislikes, I like the comments below giving me criticism, because it builds me up. It doesn't tear me down. People can say the worst, nastiest things to me, and guess what? Next time I try harder. So till next time, guys, have a good one. I'll be around. If you need me, catch up with me on Facebook. I'm more than willing to answer any of your hobby questions. Have a good one.